My friends, hello, hello. It's Angela, the Inquisitive Farm Wife, and I am bringing you this video as a voiceover. Yeah, it's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward because I'm going to be talking to you and nothing's going to match up. So let's all just laugh about this together because I can't go back and film this again. I don't have everything available to show you. This is something that I had videoed a while back in preparation for the Stock It September collaboration that I'm participating in. I'm really excited to be a part of this. Lynn over at Bucket List Homestead, she's the one who hosts this every year. This is the second year, and every week you set a budget. I believe this year she had changed it to $15. Last year it was $10. And you would go out once a week, and or you could go several times through the week, but you would post a video once a week showing what you spent your money on. And this is supposed to be stocking items in your shelf that maybe you don't produce yourself. So like last month we worked so hard on the Every Bit Counts challenge by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. So we've been putting up a lot of our own produce, but now there's some things that sometimes you have to get from the store. So she has challenged us to go and get some things. So here, the first thing I'm going to show you are these. I know they're not good for you at all. These cold brews. They have, though, this particular one has less sugar in it, and my husband really enjoys it. We're getting ready to start harvest, and so he's spending a lot of time in the field, and these convenient things like this are nice for him, and it is not much worse than, say, I'd get him a Coke or something. So we ended up getting him actually 2 cases of these, and I got them at a really, really reasonable price that we just couldn't turn down. It was less than $1 per can, and that's just unheard of. And then the next thing I got was some olive oil. So we like to cook with olive oil around here, and so this was a good price. It wasn't a name that I'd ever heard of before, but I thought, I'm going to give this a try and see if we like it. And did I tell you we went to Ollies? I got this at Ollies. I had never been to one before. I didn't even know that they had them around here. When you first walked in, they had this like super discounted area, and there was a couple items on there, and one of them was these sugar cookie pancakes, and I thought, oh my, this looks really unhealthy. So I decided that for a special treat on occasion, we would get this. It was Mrs. Butterworth, so it was a name I knew, and so I went ahead and I limited myself to just one case of them. They were so cheap. I couldn't not get them. And the frosting that goes with it is separate, so we could choose not to have that if we didn't want to. And so I just really thought that with my granddaughter coming more often, that would be good. And also was on there was this boneless cooked ham. So I did grab a few cans of those because you never know when you need to have either a fast meal that you just don't have time to cook anything, because you could chop this up. It's fully cooked. You could put it on a salad. You could make ham salad sandwiches. You could fry it up with some eggs for breakfast. You could do all kinds of things with it. And because I was unfamiliar with it, I didn't buy a lot of it, but I did buy a few cans of this just to give it a try. And I just thought it was so neat because I've never used one of these keys. Have you ever used one of those? Have you ever done that kind of a can where it opens up around that way? I thought that would be kind of fun and unique and different. And, there's nothing wrong with having a little extra meat on the shelf, especially when you can get it at a really good price. So I'm going to put those things away, and you can come along with me, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to deal with these 5 boxes of the pancake mix. Okay, here we go. So what I decided to do was to open it up and just kind of see what was inside of there. We know it's not very healthy. It's not very good for us, but sometimes it's fun to go ahead and have these extra little treats for ourselves. So now that we've opened up the package and we can see what's in here, we can see that the frosting mix, or the frosting is already pre-made, is separate from the actual pancake mix. So what I wanted to do is just label frosting, because I have this drawer that I keep miscellaneous stuff in because we may not need the frosting. But if I wanted to make up a batch of cookies, then we could have the sprinkles and the frosting to use for that at another time. So I just go through here and I'm going to dump out all the contents, and we'll go ahead and separate it into piles that'll be easier to store it, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But I do want to talk a little bit about Ollies. I was so surprised to find one. We were in the city. It was like a couple hours from us, and we came across it on accident, and we definitely want to go back again. So I want to know down below, do you have an Ollie's near you? What kind of bargains and things do you find? Do you go in for food stuff, non-food stuff? I need to know all the details because I'm super excited about this store. And I just really think it was really cool. We got some books, we did all kinds of things. So here I have the pancake mix, which I could have easily just went ahead and dumped everything into the container here, but I decided that I liked having it pre-portioned. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to go ahead and cook up some of these pancakes. So I'm going to leave one of the packets out to use, but I'm going to take well, first I have to take everything out, of course, because, you got to get it to fit in there better. But then I'm going to grab the box and we're going to cut it off apart so that all the directions and everything we're going to put right here inside my Tupperware container, so that when we go to use them, we know exactly what to do. And that's a smart thing to do when you get like instant potatoes or rice or you know Bisquick or any of those kind of things. It's really good that if there's recipes or directions, that you go ahead and you can save yourself a lot of space by condensing them. Keep the directions off of one box, throw all that other paper and all that other nonsense away, and have it stored in one container. And that's just one little tip I have for you about when you buy things in bulk, because this wasn't really a bulk purchase, but yet it is, because it's several different things, and I don't know. Anyway, so this is my little tip for you on how I like to store these kinds of things that I get and save a little space in the kitchen. Because if you're anything like me, you're a little squirrel when it comes to this time of year, and you get busy and you stock things away for winter or whatever. And then I just make sure that I go ahead and I finish labeling all the frosting. And then I just get myself a Ziploc bag to put them in. And then I get myself another Ziploc bag to put the sprinkles in, because nothing will go to waste. I'll just use them for various different projects. Let me know, are these the kind of things that you do? Are these the kind of things you like to do? I'm curious. I would love if we could learn together on different ways to do different things. And I ended up spending probably around $30, which would be 2 weeks worth. So technically on the 1st I could have put out a video, and then today on the 8th I'm putting out a video. So we're going to call it a wash, and I'm going to say that it was money well spent. I hope you think that it was a good deal too, but it's definitely things that my family enjoys. Thanks again, as always, for being here today, and I'm so sad that we lost the volume, but I'm glad you stuck around. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.